Let me ask you something. You've been grinding trading for months or maybe years. You're profitable and you're consistent. And you ask yourself, why am I still doing this part time? And here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. Most traders don't fail because they can't trade. They fail because they go full time too early. And that one decision can wipe out everything they've built. The account, the discipline, and sometimes years of real progress. Because trading part-time and trading for a living, they're two separate games. They're not even close. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 exact steps that you need to go through to become a full-time trader in 2026. Because skipping even one of these, you don't go full-time, you go broke. So most people think full-time trading equals more money, but it doesn't. It means to be able to survive from trading month after month under pressure and get paid consistently. And you need to have real control over your execution, even when things go sideways. Think of this like levels in a game. You can't unlock the next level until you have completed the one before it. I call it the 5 layers of going full time. Miss a layer and you go back to the start. So let's go. So step 1 is not about making money. I'll say that again. Step 1 is not about making money. It's about execution consistently. One good week in trading means nothing. Most traders can string a few profitable days together, but almost none of them can do it for months straight, following the same system, the same rules, and the same process. And that gap, that's where full-time traders are made. Think about it like hitting the gym. One good rep doesn't make you strong, but thousands of repeated reps, that's what makes you strong. Same thing with trading. So before you even think about going full-time, you need to prove one thing to yourself, that you can follow your system over and over without breaking it, even when it's boring, when it's slow, when you're in down draw and nothing seems to be clicking at that time. Because the truth is, if your discipline changes when the conditions change, your results will too. And that inconsistency, that will destroy you the second you've got real money on the line and real money that is your only source of income. And step 2 is income proof. And this is where things get real. Because I'm not talking about my account's up this month, and I'm not talking about floating profit. I'm talking about consistent withdrawals time and time again. If you can't pull money out of trading consistently and live on it, it's not income. It's potential, but it's not income. Because potential doesn't pay your rent. Because here's where a lot of traders lie to themselves. They look at unrealized gains, or they look at a good week that they had maybe a month ago, and they feel like they're ready. But the second you start withdrawing, everything shifts. Your psychology changes, the pressure builds, and your execution, it drops. And I watch it happen in real time, constantly. I see people who have been profitable for 6 months straight, but as soon as the pressure of trading full time is now their only income, everything falls off a cliff and they blow everything. And this happens because trading now means something. Those losses carry extra pressure. When you're in profit, you want to secure that gain so it won't reverse on you. So you know that that's there for you to withdraw at the end of the month. So if you want to go full time, you need to have a real set standard for how much you should be making. For me, when I went full time, I wanted to be making 2 to 3 times my monthly expenses every single month, because this will give you enough money to cover your core living expenses. Plus, it gives you enough to have a buffer. So if you do have a slower month or a negative month, you have enough capital and funds to keep going in trading and in life. So if you can't earn between 2 to 3 times your current outgoings, you're not ready yet. You have potential, but you need to fix that before you quit your job and go full time into trading. That could be through multiple ways. That could be scaling up prop firm accounts so you have more. That could be adding savings into a live account where you can do slightly larger trades, but having the same percentage risk. But until you are earning 2 to 3 times your current living expenses, you're not ready to do this full time. And leading on to step 3. This is capital structure. And this is where a lot of traders skip this And this is the one that bites them back. You see so many people, they pass their 100K funded account, or they've had a good month on one account. So they decide to quit their job and go full time. But there's no structure in your capital here. So you need structure and you need distribution. What does that look like? For me, it was a personal live account. I currently have 2 live accounts, roughly with the same amount of capital in each one. I would also make sure you have at least 2 to 3 separate prop firm accounts if you're trading prop firms, because prop firms are great for leveraging your current capital to create more. But what you want is multiple income streams from trading. So you've got the income coming from your live accounts, you've got the income coming from your 3 or 4 different prop firm accounts. They could be with different companies. So all your eggs are spread out. And the best thing about that is you can do the same trades on each account. You can connect all your accounts up and you can still trade the same trades on the different accounts. But it's always good to have your eggs in different baskets with trading. Because, for example, one prop firm, it may deny your payout. If you're only trading with that one prop firm, they deny it. That could be your monthly income gone. But if you're trading with 2 or 3 different prop firms, say one denies a payout, the others may let that payout go through. So you're protected. Same with live accounts. Sometimes withdrawals get stuck. So if you've got multiple live accounts with different brokers, it's easier to get paid that way. I've never seen a professional full-time trader quit their job, go full-time, and consistently live on one trading account, especially when they're new to full-time trading. Because you've got to think, if a single account gets blown or something happens, that's it. You have no income and you are stuck. So if you are just trading one account and thinking that you're going to go full time, that's not trading. That is just a ticking time bomb. So your goal here is for your trading and your income to be distributed, to be scalable, and not depend on just one singular outcome. You want to spread your variables out. That's what gives you the power to stay in the trading game. In step 4, you need to have a financial safety net. And this is the step where almost everyone ignores. And if you ignore this one, eventually everything else will collapse. I would recommend at least 3 to 6 months of full living expenses saved up. That isn't money in a live account. That isn't money that you're got invested elsewhere. That is cash that you can have access to if anything goes wrong. Going full time without this buffer is like trading without stop loss. And we all know where that goes. And it's for 2 reasons. Say you blow an account, say you need to put more capital into trading, you have access to it. Secondly, it reduces the pressure. If you have very low amount of savings, every trade you do, you're going to want to risk a little bit more, put a bigger lot size in, try and aim for bigger payouts so you can get that buffer built while you're trading full time. But if you know you've already got that money safe as a safety net, the pressure of trading reduces, because trading full time and trading when you've got a job are 2 completely different ball games psychologically. So to have that safety net, it makes the transition a lot easier. And step 5, you need to have a solid transition period to becoming a full-time trader. You can't be working your job, be trading part-time, nothing really changed with your trading, nothing really changed with your job. You have a good week, you go in, you hand your notice in, and then that's it. You're directly full-time trader. That's not how you should do it. You should have a transition period. This should be where your income from trading is now increasing over your income from your current job. Then if you are pretty set and solid that you want to do this full-time, don't quit your job just yet. You can ask for reduced hours, or if they won't reduce your hours, potentially just find another job with less hours for a few filler months. Because what you don't want to do is transition really harshly. Because if you transition really harshly, the pressure will hit you, the discipline that you had or thought you had would go. You've gone from having a 9 to 5, quite safe job, knowing exactly how much you're going to earn each month, to the next day, having absolutely nothing, and the amount of income that you make based on yourself, on your psychology, and on how you trade. And that can mess you up completely. So have a slow transition period. I get it. You're going to be itching to just trade full time and that be it. But if you don't do the transition period, you won't be able to successfully become a full-time trader without the first few months being an absolute arseache. Because those first few months, I did this mistake. I wish I transitioned slowly. I didn't. Yes, my income was above what I was earning at my job. However, I quit my job and then the next day I was trading full-time. That completely destroyed me for about 4 to 8 weeks. I was very lucky where I could spot this very early on and fix it and improve on it, and now it's fine. But I know a lot of you guys, you wouldn't be able to handle the pressure and the changes that come from a job to full-time trading. So have a transition period, have it to however long you need it to be. It could be 1 month, it could be 3 months, it could be 6 months. But if you don't have one, I promise you, it will destroy you when you go full-time. So let me be straight with you for a second. Most of you watching this right now, you are not ready to trade full-time. And that's not an insult, it's just a reality. If you're still making emotional decisions under pressure, if you're still inconsistent month after month, and if you're watching this video because you want a faster way to quit your job, you don't need to go full-time. You need to fix your trading first. Because going full-time doesn't solve your problems, it just amplifies them. Every flaw in your process, every gap in your discipline, full-time trading puts a spotlight on all of that. So if you're not ready for that exposure, it will break you. The good news, if you follow these 5 steps in order, you're not guessing anymore. You've now got a real foundation, a real plan, and that changes everything. So follow these 5 steps in order, and you can actually give yourself a real shot in making this your full-time career. So if you still feel like you are struggling with your mindset and the psychology side of things, I have a completely free Telegram group based on trading psychology, risk management, and mindset only. If you want to join that, the link is in the description. It will take you to my website. The link to join the group is on there. There's also a load of other things for you guys to access for free, such as a trading plan builder, my playbook from over 4 years of trading experience, and a trading journal for you guys to use as well. So I hope to see you use the website. And if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video.